Hey, what's up guys, it's Fifa here and welcome to the first episode of the Rise of Marcus Rashford. So this is a series that I have created based on all around Marcus Rashford and how he could really rise up in the youth and become an ultimate player for Manchester United. Pretty much an icon, as by the thumbnail created for me. Thank you very much for that. I'll leave a link to his Twitter in the description. But this is based all around Marcus Rashford and how he's risen through the ranks of the game. So basically, I have to collect every single Manchester United player, special, gold, even the past players. Ronaldo is on there, yes. Rooney, Van Persie, obviously PK's on there. We've got Schmeichel, Van der Sar, a lot of players to be collecting for this Rise of Rashford series. It's going to take me a very, very long time to complete, and I can't wait to go through it all. There are a few objectives that Rashford needs to complete. Obviously, with Manchester United, the top goal scorer is Wayne Rooney at the moment with 253 goals, which is incredible. So, the main part of the series, Rashford has to beat that goal scoring tally. He has to get more than 253 goals in Ultimate Team and throughout the whole of the series. He also has to get more than, I believe it's 969 appearances for me on Ultimate Team, which is hard as hell. Obviously, I don't play loads and loads of games, but it's going to have to with Rashford this year. This is going to be so difficult to do all of that. I also have to get elite in squad battles 5 times, and I also have to get elite in Foot Champs 3 times, which is ridiculous. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Obviously, maybe when I have a super team, that is going to make my life a lot easier. But we have 2 checklists. Not only does Rashford play for Manchester United, he also plays for England. As you can see here, England players. I've picked 23 players that I believe will go through to next year's World Cup. We have to collect all of them. We also have to collect the special items of them and also the icons of England. There's only 3 England icons this year, which is absolutely crazy. Rio Ferdinand, Michael Owen and Alan Shearer. Now, I don't have to collect all of the 3 icons. The higher rated means ticking off the lower rated ones. So obviously when their prime come out, I could just complete the SBC for them, or I could pick them up when I'm bored and I just wanted to try one out. So maybe if I want to afford the 90 or the 88 Owen, I could pick him up and use him for a couple of games and maybe sell him, but that would tick that off the checklist. There are a few things, obviously, to talk about. Footmus being out at the moment. There's a lot of Man United players which has been out for Footmus. Mkhitaryan, Herrera's been out. There's also been a Ibra. I'm not going to put them on the checklist because I didn't start the series in time for them to come out. Lingard as well, I believe, was one of them who was put on the checklist. But for me, this series is going to be a long, long one to go through. That's why I'm going through the whole of FIFA doing it. Marcus Rashford, for me, is one of my favourite players in real life. He's only 20 years old, 21 years old. So he's got a huge future ahead of him. But this, it hopefully will show you that he can become a real great for me and for Man United, and hopefully he'll do well in Foot Champs, and I haven't used him in Foot Champs yet anyway. But we get on to the main screen here, as you can see, the Rise of Rashford. See, now, I have spelled his name wrong in the club name. Don't hassle me for that. I've spelled it Rise of Rashford. I didn't, my controller's actually really fucked up at the moment. I can't actually, move the analog stick and the thumbsticks with it. We do start off with 361,000 coins. Now, I did have a past series called Crafting Chelsea, which didn't go very well. I didn't enjoy it. I couldn't really record it that often, which is quite annoying. So I kind of changed it up. I sold all of the Chelsea players that I had in my club and all of the players that I was using at the time in the club as well to make up that 361,000 coins. Now, we also have 8 things in the store to open. These are from Footmus. I've done all of the daily SBCs while waiting to start this series. As you can see, I've got 2 jumbo gold packs, premium gold packs, we've got mega packs, premium gold players packs, all from Footmus starter SBCs. So I wanted to really start off with a big pack opening to get things all boosted and ready to go. Now in our first pack, we actually get something really handy. Not a walkout or a boards player, but we actually get a Manchester United player to tick off instantly. We get a Matteo Darmian. He can go straight into the Man United team that I've created around Rashford. Obviously, he's going to be his main player. and he looks average at best. Obviously, I don't really want to use him at left back. I think Daley Blind and Ashley Young as inform is the only other option really for left back. So it's not too bad options really when I think about it. But as I explained, I did sell all of the Chelsea and players that I was using as well at the time. A couple of Man United players actually in there, PK as well. We've got a few, another Man United one there in Martial. We've got a few there that we had to get rid of. I didn't want to keep them in the club, and I wanted to obviously not waste the coins and just give them away. So I wanted to start off with the coins I had from crafting Chelsea and, not really venture into a new account, because I've created quite a few new accounts this year and it's not really helped with how I've been going. So in Rise of Rashford, we actually have 3 squads going on at the moment. One of them being a Man United squad, which is going to be obviously full of the Man United players that we collect. The second one is going to be the England squad, which is full of the England players that we collect and we are using this year. And the third is my Weekend League team, which is a huge team based around my favourite players in the game. Now, I really need to do well in Weekend League if I'm going to be able to get Cristiano Ronaldo in my team. So it's going to be hard to get Cristiano Ronaldo. He's 1.8 million at the moment, which is absolutely madness. So yeah, that's going to be a huge thing to talk about, is obviously getting Ronaldo. He's obviously got an inform. He's obviously going to get a team of the year. This is going to make my life a lot harder for me. It's going to be difficult, but I believe we can do it. I believe we can do it. So obviously we'll be building other squads around many other different players. When I get the SBC players, for example, I'll be building squads around them. If I get an inform in a pack, maybe I'll build a squad around him. It's literally about building many different teams, as well as just using Rashford in that team as well, how we can link him up and how we can, try out different players. The icons in the game that I don't have to collect them all. Obviously, the only ones I have to collect is the Man United past ones and also the England past ones. However, I can collect other icons if I want to. So I really, if I really want to collect that Pires, for example, then I can collect him. In this pack, we actually get a really good player, Vincent Kompany. Huge player to get there from Manchester City, unfortunately. Not Manchester United, or our rivals. Don't like Manchester City. I am a Manchester United fan, so getting Kompany isn't good, but it's good for Ultimate Team purposes. We can put him into a team, which we do create today, and we take into seasons. So you'll see that in a bit. We get another boards player here. Right back, we actually get Juan Fran in this one. Not too bad, 83 rated. That is pretty shabby at all, not too shabby at all anyway. So the record at the moment I have is 83 wins, I can't really see it, and 26 losses, I believe. I think it might be a bit more than that, but not great, not too shabby at all, but not amazing either. So there you go, there were the 3 teams that I explained, and we are going to create our first squad of FIFA, of Rise of Rashford Ultimate Team. As you can see, first thing I obviously have to do, put Rashford in. Straight away, I'll put him into the striker position. And I'm going to use a formation which I really enjoy on my main account. That's the 4-3-3-2 formation. So we get that holding midfielder. That always helps me in Ultimate Team. You put the holding midfielder there and he really helps you out. So the first player buy, I actually tick off a checklist, and that's Eric Bailly. I wanted to spend a lot of the coins that I had to try and make sure that I could get a strong team straight away and use Rashford nicely. So we get an Eric Bailly, put him a centre-half, very, very nice. We also tick off another one, and we get an Nemanja Matic. I try and make sure that these are fresh Man United players that I put into the squad. And we put in a Nemanja Matic who comes into the squad. Obviously, he needs to be fresh, as I said before. We then pick up a Dele Alli, part of the England, obviously, checklist. We wanted to get him in. I needed a more attacking midfielder along with Nemanja Matic. Obviously, Ali is a very, very good attacking midfielder on this game. I've used him quite a few times. I then picked up a player that I really, really enjoy in FIFA. That's Wijnaldum. I've used him on my main account quite a few times, and this guy is very entertaining to use. For 2,000 coins, he is absolutely brilliant. I believe he has a Footmas card out at the moment. He is fantastic to use. I then went and picked up an Anthony Martial, because I don't think there's many better left mids in the game than Anthony Martial. So definitely worth picking him up. Not a bad player at all. Definitely wanted to put him in the left wing position. He has very, very good stats. He is also fresh. And then I picked one of the best players in the Premier League up at the moment. And that is a Mohamed Salah for 2.8k. I mean, that's ridiculous for an 83 rated Salah. Great player. Fantastic player in real life as well. So this is the team we ended up with. Very, very nice in a 4-3-2 formation. Dele Alli, Obviously, needed to get him into a centre mid position just to make sure that he had the full chemistry on him. Martial obviously needed to be converted to a left wing as well. All of it fits very, very nicely. I kind of wanted to build around like Rashford, and he used to use his strengths. And we've got a lot of pace up front. You can hit them on the break. Matic is perfect in that CDM role. Wijnaldum's a box-to-box, as well as Dele Alli. He could do the box-to-box. I used Kolasinac and Cedric, who we packed. Not too bad players. Kolasinac has 89 physicals. Very, very good stats on him. Cedric, as well, has been told that he's a very, very good player as well at right back. Karius was just in there, who I got anyway, so I didn't really change my mind on him. So I wanted to change the player roles, obviously make sure that Rashford wasn't on the corners because he needs to score the goals. He doesn't want to be on the corners anyway. But you know, this series could take me a while, and I really wanted to talk about how long it probably could take. It probably will take to the end of the year, which is a huge series. Obviously, this does start late on in December, but you know, it's a huge thing to go by. Obviously, getting Ronaldo Team of the Year is going to be really, really hard. I have done it before. Got Ronaldo in FIFA 12 Team of the Year, so I mean, it's not something that is a different for me. It's just going to be really, really difficult to do, but I can't wait to do it. I'm glad I'm doing it with you guys. Anyway, so this is the first video, obviously, going on my channel. Hopefully, you could give it some good love. So we come in our first game. He plays DeMarcos at centre mid. However, it's a La Liga team. Very nice team to come against. We do go into Division 10 to actually start off our games. I know it's not the greatest division to go in, but while I was recording this was on a day when Weekend League was closed. I couldn't try and get into the Weekend League. It was already started. And squad battles, there's no real point in doing the squad battles late on at the end of the week. You don't get amazing rewards at the end of the week, so that's not very, very good at all. So obviously on about squad battles and Weekend League, that is the main task of 5 elites in squad battles. That is going to take me a while to do. It's going to make it very, very difficult for me to complete that. And also elite in a Weekend League 3 times. I'm not very good at Weekend League at this game anyway. As you can see, I've already conceded in Division 10, which isn't great. I mean, I thought I'd do well in Division 10, but obviously not. It's very difficult to do, so I don't know if I'd actually be able to do it. But that is the difficulty of the series. I want to make something difficult for me, a little bit harder for me. So in this game, we're 2-1 up. I think Martial and Rashford gets his first goal of the series, and they actually come back to make it 2-2. Jordi Alba, of all people, getting along on the end of that sweaty cross from Inaki Williams. It was a bit of a pain in the bum throughout the whole of the game. Here, we pick up with Dele Alli, and we find in Anthony Martial on the left, who was outstanding in this game. Run past his left back, finds Rashford, and he makes it 2. That's his second goal of the series. Fantastic in his first game. Here, Martial again involved in the play. He plays through Rashford this time. You can see in the middle. We do have Wijnaldum. I wanted Rashford to go alone, and alone he went. What a finish from Marcus Rashford. And that made it 4-2. A fantastic performance from him on his debut. Here, I couldn't get the ball off Muriel. I don't know what was going on with my defence, but he kind of slid it into De La Fay's path, and then a cross came in. Brilliant finish from Inaki Williams to make it 4-3. Like I said, he was a pain in the bum throughout the whole of the game, and it made my life quite difficult. Martial, though, involved with the play again, linking up with Dele Alli, and Ali misses the shot, but then Salah is on the end to make sure that that goes in. And he did pause it. He didn't quit, though, at this point, unfortunately, which is a shame. I thought he was going to quit, but we do win that game 5-3 anyway. Nothing changed. Rashford on his debut getting a hat-trick. I believe it was Martial and Salah who also got the other goals. So not too bad at all. We had a really good game. He actually brought on Lazardes, some strange reason. I think probably because he got him on loan in the journey, he decided to bring him on during the game, which, you know, didn't really help him at all. I think he was playing better when he didn't bring Zardes on, to be honest. But talking about the players I want to get, obviously I need to collect everything off the Man United checklist, and it's going to be difficult to do that as well. Obviously, some of them are quite hard. Lukaku, Pogba, De Gea, Ibra. You know, talking about the footman guys, we can't get them yet. It's tough not to get them. Obviously, people are going to be like, yeah, but you haven't technically got every Man United player. But then in my eyes, then they might re-release them. I'll get them when they're re-released. But if they don't, then I can't really do much about it, as they haven't, they don't release them as cards in packs in which you can buy off the market. So that makes it very, very hard for me to do that in the end anyway. So with the England one as well, I want to talk about the 23 players that I picked. I actually used a website of fully predicted, well predicted from loads of pundits, and it all linked up, and they all agreed with them. So it wasn't just my idea of who's going on to the World Cup. I believe it was just fully predictions from the pundits that I chose anyway. So they're pretty reliable to go with anyway, in my opinion. So that's not too bad at all. We actually won this game 1-0, and for some reason it just suddenly went and crashed. It was Martial who got the goal, but that was it. Literally, that was the end of the game. I don't understand how that happened, really. We only had one shot, I believe, or 4 shots, and then it turned out he quit. Well, I don't know if he quit, but maybe it just lagged out or something for him. Next game, though, we come against a hero Sigurdsson. We actually come against Rashford, so I'm hoping he doesn't score in this game. We've also got a Morata to deal with, who's a very good player as well up front. We actually start poorly. Morata, it is, links up with Rashford, who gets past me, brings in Sane, good low shot, good save from Karius. However, in the end, it is Morata who is on the end to put that away. We have a corner. This game was the laggiest game I think I've played in FIFA 18. It was ridiculous. Look at this. Look how long it actually took for me to take the shot with Salah. What on earth is going on with this game? I don't understand how people can have bad connection like this. Maybe it's the region thing. There's a lot of things going about regions. Apparently, you can play in the EU region outside of the EU. I don't know how that makes sense in any way, but that's just EA for you. That's just the way it happens. I mean, I don't understand really how they say you could play in Europe when you're not in Europe and you're on the EU leaderboards, because some regions' leaderboards actually have an easier way of getting into the top 100. So that really confuses me in a big way. I don't understand that at all. So yeah, not too good about that anyway. But we actually in this game we're 3-1 up now. Wijnaldum got the third, good finish from him, and this turned into a riot after this in the laggy conditions. I don't actually know how I got that. Matic, good finish in the corner, and he was actually one of my favourite players in this team to use. I know it's Division 10. I know it's not great. However, when I did use this team, Matic was definitely one of my favourite players. Him and Martial really, really done well in this game. So them two are definitely looking out for the weekend league team. Dele Alli getting on the score sheet for the first time in the game and in the series as well. 5-1 that made it for the Englishman, Dele Alli. Fantastic play from him. We then move to Rashford, again linking up with Dele Alli, and he's going to get another one. A wonderful finish from Dele Alli to put it into the corner, and that made it 6-1 in our third game. Brilliant from Dele Alli. And brilliant from Rise to Rashford, as for some reason I managed to call it. In this game, Matic did get the man of the match as well, getting a goal and an assist from the CDM position. But this is why this formation is so good. I believe Matic made the play happen. He made them sit back, do your job first, do your defensive duties first. Otherwise, it's not going to work if you don't, and that's how it worked out, and it worked well for me. I enjoy using him, and it was good fun. With Matic, we actually had 19 shots in that game. Absolute craziness when you think about it. When we get promoted, obviously I won't be playing seasons that much. Hopefully playing it less often. If I don't qualify for weekend league, then seasons will be played more. Final game of the episode, and we're actually coming against a La Liga team again. This guy's got Gamero again. He's actually got Ben Yedder and again Naki Williams in that right forward. Seems to be used a lot. Here Matic breaks through, passes to Martial, and good turn. Back to Matic, who gets a bit of luck on the rebound, but he does get it in the end. Again, a goal from Matic for some reason in CDM. Fantastic from him. Martial, it's in a corner. It doesn't really come to anything. However, picked up by Ali. Back to Company. What a finish from Company from the outside of the box. Didn't know he had them shooting stats on him. Fantastic from the Belgian centre-back who plays for Manchester City. But that was a brilliant finish from him. Always getting injured, obviously, in real life. But he seems to be coming back into form now for Manchester City. We get past some brilliant skill from Salah, and what a finish again from him. And after this, 10 minutes, 3-0 down, this guy had enough. He is off. So basically, oh my God, has left the building. He went instantly, and to be fair, it's not too bad. It's an easy way of getting promoted in Division 10, making sure that they rage quit. Obviously, I really want to try out the team more than get rage quits, though. But, that's how it goes. So, really to explain about this series in a brief thing, we have to collect everything off the checklist. We have to make sure we get more than 253 goals for Marcus Rashford. We have to play more than 969 games for Marcus Rashford. And we also have to get elite in weekend league 3 times. We have to get elite in squad battles 5 times. And we also have to make sure that we collect everyone off of the Man United and the England checklist. That is all key. So what we do is we claim our weekly or our daily rewards. We have bronze players pack to finish it off. Obviously nothing in here. We'll use these for SBCs. That'll be very, very key to get more players and more coins in the club. So to end this episode, as we usually do, I'm going to every single time at the end show you the checklist after the episode and make sure to see what we have changed. And we have ticked off 4 things in the Man United checklist. As you see, we've got Darmian, we've got Martial, Matic and Bailly have all been ticked off in the gold section. I haven't put Rashford there obviously because we have to get him anyway. I put a special card there. We will get that. And then on the England section, we've only ticked off 1, and that was Dele Alli. So not too great, not too massive on the England section. But that's it for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys next time for episode number 2. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.